Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Receive a 20% off coupon for each gently used apparel item you donate now through September 22nd during Boston Store's Goodwill Sale. Buy, pick, and save. Proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joys, Milwaukee's premier outdoor retailer with 3 locations, downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon. And by Realty Executives, where the experts are.
University School of Milwaukee is home to the Wildcats and site of the 2nd episode of our 12th season. Hi, I'm your host, Gary Howard, and welcome to Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Emmy Award-winning high school sports show. We'll see the Wildcats football team in action in just a few moments, and we'll also profile one of Wisconsin's premier high school volleyball programs. But first, we'll start this show on the links with a young lady who tallies low scores on the course and high marks in the classroom. Here's Brad Preta, my main man, with our Boston Store featured student athlete.
With her eyes shaded by her cap, Jackie Shepard does a great job of hiding her emotions. Her coach has seen her do that for a long time.
I had her in 7th grade social studies as a student, and she didn't crack a smile in my class at all. I'm not a funny guy, but she didn't crack a smile all year long. But it wasn't like she wasn't part of the class. It's just her style.
What Jackie can't hide is her talent for golf. It's obvious when she blasts a ball 240 or 250 yards with pinpoint accuracy, or when she's sinking putt after putt on the practice green. In any case, Jackie keeps her emotions out of the equation.
Say you make an eagle on a hole or hit an amazing shot, you can be happy for the moment, but you shouldn't let yourself get overexcited because then you might get too nervous or start moving faster than you usually would. And also if you hit a bad shot, then you just gotta forget about it.
Jackie possesses Tiger Woods-like focus on the range, working on each club until she's hitting it the way she wants to.
Jackie practices a lot. So, a lot of it is Jackie's doing. Everything that she does is because she practices every day and she makes sure that if she's doing something wrong, she fixes it.
She goes about her business on the range the same way all the time, and that's what makes her so good.
Good enough to shoot a 65 recently. Other golfers flocked around Shepard as she finished off a course record-setting round. Jackie says the whole thing seemed surreal, but she remembers the stretch that helped her shoot that magical score.
I missed left one of my birdie putts short, and my coach came up to me and he said, don't leave birdie putts short. In the next hole, I went birdie, then par, then birdie, birdie, birdie.
Like her lobster and flamingo head covers, birdies seem to follow Jackie around the course. But she's every bit as interested in the scores recorded by her teammates. Those scores have been excellent and propelled Kettle Moraine to the top of the Journal Sentinel area rankings.
She wants to go to state this year, but she wants to be with her teammates. She wants her teammates to accomplish that also.
Jackie's intense focus is reflected both on the course and in the classroom. She likes math, and she achieves high grades in classes like this personal finance course.
I think of it as if you're not trying as hard as you can, you're kind of wasting an opportunity because not everybody has the same opportunity to go to the sort of schools that we go to.
So Jackie Shepard is serious about her schoolwork and her sport. But that doesn't mean she can't have fun in both settings.
We sing when we play and we kind of mess around, but we make sure that every shot we focus, but it's very relaxed when we play.
Jackie certainly enjoys her time on the course, and she tries to make the best of it each time out.
I'm just trying to go to every meet and think, okay, this is the last time I'm probably ever going to play this course. I just want to shoot the best that I can today, shoot lights out today.
She's the best we've ever had at Kettle Moraine, without a doubt.
The word 4 is well known in the game of golf, but Jackie has a superstition about the number 4. She has to have that number involved when she plays, and she does that by using a number 4 ball. Jackie's 4 teammates join her as she accepts our featured student athlete plaque, courtesy of Boston Store.
You know those things that never go on sale? They're on sale. Bring your gently used clothes to Boston Store for donation to Goodwill Industries. And for each item donated, get a coupon for 20% off a new one. Even those things that never go on sale. The Goodwill Sale.
Come to the right place.
Boston Store.
What does it take to become a leader in the treatment of neurological disorders? Our patients know. It takes the nation's leading specialists and a state-of-the-art neurosciences center. It takes an academic medical center like Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare, which is why our patients know we're the smart choice for neurological care. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
This one.
No. That one. Approved.
Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
We're back with you from University School Milwaukee here on Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. Super smooth Tim Muma delivers the highlights from the North Shore and Midwest Classic Conference matchups as we rock and roll the Pick and Save action reel.
Last season, host Whitefish Bay came within 2 one-point defeats of tying Homestead for the North Shore Championship. Of course, in football, almost doesn't matter too much. So if the Blue Dukes are going to get off on the right foot in conference, they'll have to slow down Milwaukee Lutheran's Adam Walker. Bay's offense would quickly come into focus. Devontae Johnson, stretching his jaunt around the right end, picks up a nice block from a receiver, and he'll fight all the way down to the 15 for 55 yards, setting up a Jimmy Sherburne TD pass, 7-0 Bay after 1. In the second, a couple of Lutherans receivers step up with phenomenal catches. On 3rd and long, Joe Borkus, great body control to get his feet down for a first. Don't act like you're not impressed. Then it's Borkus again on a big 3rd down. Is there anything he can't do? His friend says he has the voice of an angel like Fergie meets Jesus. And that's another 1st down, by the way. Then it's James Enters with a terrific effort, squeezes the rock and lunges for the goal line. He needed 24, got 23, but it sets up the Red Knights' first score, 10-7 Blue Dukes at the break. Much to the fans' delight, it would be Bay's turn to light up the night air in the second half. After a fumble, the Dukes go for the jugular. Sherburne looking deep middle where a young Ocho Cinco goes hunting. Dylan Gates with a fine snag, but no eccentric celebration after his 34-yard pickup. A few plays later, Sherburne avoids the rush and fires toward the end zone. Take a look at LaRon Spears, diving, taking a hit, and hanging on for an extraordinary 18-yard TD catch. It put the hosts ahead 23-7 as they would ease to a conference opening victory, 30-13 the final. It was a circus-style atmosphere Friday for the Midwest Classic South matchup between University School and Shoreland Lutheran. And following a Wildcats touchdown on their opening drive, Justin Dillo, after a bobble, takes the ensuing kick past all 11 of his enemies. He's a freak. He's the fastest kid alive. 99 yards to the house to even things up at 7. Later in the first, Tom Shadewell will get his second TD of the night as he fights his way 6 yards to pay dirt to take the lead back, 14-7 Wildcats. The Pacers, though, will continue to shun their nickname, instead displaying breakaway speed. Ricky Barrington taking the rock 71 yards for 6 of his own. That escalated quickly. That really got out of hand fast. PAT no good. Pacers trail by 1. Shadewell, though, had a huge night, racking up 27 of his 231 yards right here. This his 4th touchdown of the game, 28-20 USM. But in the second half, Shoreland would begin to mount a comeback, with Brereton trying to match his counterpart with this 26-yard TD, but the Pacers trailed by 2. Then Shoreland would take their first lead of the night late in the third quarter as Doran Tyler scampers for 28 yards, putting the Pacers up 33-28. Yet defense apparently optional as the two squads racked up 723 rushing yards. And finally, Brereton earning his fourth TD of the game with a 15-yard stroll, and that would be just enough for the Pacers as Shoreland would hang on for the W, 39-34.
Our highlights from the football team continue as we move to the Greater Metro Conference for the Time Warner Cable Big Game.
It's the Greater Metro Conference opener here at Brookfield Central. The Lancers come in 2-0 in non-conference play with a couple of close, hard-fought victories. In the league opener, they entertained Sussex Hamilton, which played a couple of close games themselves and may be considered one of the favorites in the league. Brookfield Central wastes no time in saying this is our house. On their first offensive play, Xavier Whitaker burst through a big hole. Whitaker nearly spikes the ball before crossing the goal line. He waited just long enough though, 54-yard TD, 7-0 Lancers. Still first quarter, senior QB Tommy Brayton on play action will find the big tight end, 6'6" Mitch Abrahamian. He goes up and hauls it in, and nobody can haul him down until he reaches pay dirt. 14-0 Central. Following a second quarter fumble recovery, the Lancers are at it again. Ben Luther goes 25 yards before he's pushed out at the 1. That sets up another score. Despite the rain, Central students are having a dance party and a great time with a 21-0 halftime lead. It's a party for the Lancer defense as well. Justin Rupp now slips and can't get enough on the pass. Dan Bauer has the power. He collects his second interception of the game. That'll set up a Lancer field goal. Central's defense wouldn't let Hamilton's offense find the end zone, but the Chargers were able to get there on special teams. Tyler Janis on the kickoff return used the fake handoff, then heads down the far sideline for real. 96 yards on the return, it's 24-6. The outcome was never in doubt though. Ben Luther caps the scoring as Central improves to 3-0 overall, shutting down Hamilton 31-6 in the conference opener for both teams.
It's incredible, man. It's my senior season, going 3-0, first game in conference. Sussex, one of the best teams in the state. Incredible, can't even describe it.
You didn't miss our season opening episode, did you? If you did, you can still catch it. Just go to jsonline.com. And while you're there, see if you can find yourself in our Fans in the Stands section. And while online, if you've got a story idea for us, just send us a note to preps@watchcom.com. Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's High School Sports Show, will be right back.
Okay, so here's a quick game. Think of your favorite TV show. Now think about how much you love it. Now think about how cool it would be if you could watch your show anytime you wanted. That's exactly what happens when you switch to digital cable from Time Warner Cable. It's the easiest way to see the very best in home entertainment. And with video on demand, you can see shows on your schedule. Call today and get it all for a winning price. You've never seen your favorite show quite like this. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
At Lackey & Joy's, we're committed to providing you the best in style, selection, and service. Our casual living store has well-designed furniture that is both classic and sensitive to lasting trends. We invite you to visit our expanded selection of outdoor and 3- and 4-season room furniture at our casual living store adjacent to our Lackey & Joy store in Brookfield. Customize your living space with quality furniture from Lackey & Joy's.
Lackey & Joy's, when nature calls you outdoors.
You know those things that never go on sale? They're on sale. Bring your gently used clothes to Boston Store for donation to Goodwill Industries. And for each item donated, get a coupon for 20% off a new one. Even those things that never go on sale. The Goodwill Sale.
Come to the right place.
Boston Store.
This one? No. That one. Approved.
Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
Woodland Conference football has a different feel this season. Realignment has made the chase for the championship that much more difficult. Super Smooth Tim Muma examines this hot-button issue in this week's Press Pass.
Football in the Woodland Conference will have a Big Ten feel to it this year, with the league moving from a 2-division format to one grouping of 11 teams.
I'm just concerned that, one team over the years might have an easier schedule depending on who you play, and it might distort who the actual conference championship might be.
That's because each school will play 8 conference games, meaning there will be 2 opponents that each team misses. But players from New Berlin-Eisenhower don't seem to care much.
I don't think it really matters that much because each week we're going to bring the same intensity of our team, but it would be nice to play some of the teams. I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much though in the big picture.
By year's end, however, it may matter big time to Whitnall, who won its first 2 conference games and play the predicted top 4 teams in the Woodland, a challenge they're ready for.
This year I expect a lot out of us. I mean, since I was a freshman and stuff, we've been working in the weight room, going real hard and stuff, always wanting to win.
His coach, on the other hand, isn't happy with another change to the conference.
You know, there's other teams that don't have to play the 2 top dogs that we may beat head-to-head, but they might finish ahead of us in the standings because they don't have to play the big guns that haven't been knocked off in years. You know, so that kind of irritates me.
The adjustment was necessary as Shorewood, struggling to field a competitive team, jumped to an independent schedule. But LaBeouf believes the problem actually started a few years back, when the Parkland first brought in a few teams.
The WIA, or whoever it is that makes these decisions, perhaps feels like the Woodland is the dumping ground. Why don't you mess with the North Shore or the Classic 8 or the SEC? Why are those conferences all of a sudden untouchable when ours, it was perfect, with the 8 teams that we had in here in terms of enrollment and geography, to screw around with our league like that? I think they took a perfect conference before the merger with the Parkland and made it a big cluster.
Despite the number of squads, many like the fact that there won't be 2 separate champions. Besides, Gaber and his Eisenhower teammates are state title contenders, and that's the bigger concern.
Winning conference is great and everything like that, and I mean, another game, that might be good, but for everybody I think is thinking, getting into the playoffs, getting towards the state championship.
The volleyball program at Kettle Moraine Lutheran has established quite a tradition this past decade. With another strong season in the works, the Chargers earn honors as the Realty Executives Team of the Week.
The girls from Kettle Moraine Lutheran are well aware that a lot of volleyball teams would like to be in the position they hold. The Chargers, who are ranked #1 in the area, are the defending WIAA Division II state champions.
We know that we have a target on our backs, that people are going to come out and want to beat us, but we have to play our own game first before we worry about others.
Well, there's great pressure because everybody's just trying to get where you have been, so you have to hold up to that standing and just work your hardest.
KML coaches make sure of that, and the results so far have been outstanding. Kettle Moraine Lutheran started the season 9-0, with the highlight being their title in the 2014 Milwaukee Lutheran Thomas More Joust.
That is a huge turn for us, and coming out first, that's the first time Kettle's ever won for this, the Joust, which is awesome.
Clearly, the Chargers, in spite of their defending state champion status, weren't assuming they would win the Joust. Even though there's plenty of talent and experience back from last year, they can't take anything for granted.
The season's going great. We're doing better than I expected in the beginning, especially. I expected us to do better towards the end because we did have to rebuild, and now we're right on track and looks like we'll be pretty good this year.
Last season's state championship trophy isn't the only one KML owns. The school has 4 state titles and 2 state runner-up finishes in the past 7 years. These ladies plan to work and play together as they try to carry on a strong tradition.
A good foundation for our team is that a lot of us do play club. We are together a lot during the season. We do team dinners, we bond all the time, so we're like a huge family the entire season. I think that helps a lot with the team chemistry.
The Chargers gather close together as Bob Arnold of Realty Executives Integrity presents them with their Team of the Week plaque.
What does it take to become a leader? Our patients know it takes the finest minds in medicine. It takes an academic medical center. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare. That's why our patients know we're the smart choice for the finest care. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
Wow, this is one good-looking TV. Clearly you take your TV viewing seriously. So why not watch in serious style? By getting HD service with digital cable from Time Warner Cable. You get programs in HD for free. Satellite wants to charge you over $100 a year for HD programming. Instead, see the shows you want at a price you'll love. Upgrade to digital cable or HD TV. Call Time Warner Cable today. You've got the great TV. Now get the great HD service it deserves. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
You know those things that never go on sale? They're on sale. Bring your gently used clothes to Boston Store for donation to Goodwill Industries. And for each item donated, get a coupon for 20% off a new one. Even those things that never go on sale. The Goodwill Sale. Boston Store.
At Lackey & Joy's, we're committed to providing you the best in style, selection, and service. Our casual living store has well-designed furniture that is both classic and sensitive to lasting trends. We invite you to visit our expanded selection of outdoor and 3- and 4-season furniture at our casual living store adjacent to our Lackey & Joy store in Brookfield. Customize your living space with quality furniture from Lackey & Joy's.
Lackey & Joy's, when nature calls you outdoors.
Did you know you can improve your vertical jump by an average of 21%? Hello, I'm Kimberly Kane. Joining us now is Mike Rebar. He's program coordinator at the Performance Enhancement Program and head athletic trainer at the Sports Medicine Center. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
21%, that's quite a lot.
Yes, the average increase in vertical jump is 21% for any athlete that comes through our program. And we also see dramatic increases in agility, power, and other measurements that we take athletes through.
So how do you make that happen here at the Sports Medicine Center?
Well, our athletes go through a comprehensive evaluation, and they go through a 6-week training program, and we take them through very quick motions with very light resistance.
Are there some athletes in certain sports that benefit most from this kind of program?
Every athlete at any level, any age, can benefit from our program.
Mike, thank you.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about the Performance Enhancement Program at the Sports Medicine Center, go online to froedtert.com/sports.
'In the sport of soccer, a shootout is the difference between being a champion or being a runner-up, between moving on or between going home. Super Smooth Tim Newman rejoins us for an examination of this quick and decisive process in the Lackey & Joy Spotlight.
"80 minutes of regulation and a pair of hard-fought overtimes weren't enough to settle a winner in the playoffs last fall, as Kenosha rivals Tremper and Bradford played to a scoreless tie, setting up the drama of a penalty kick shootout.
The atmosphere obviously is electric since it's a crosstown rival. Everybody comes to that game.
The pressure is really hard on you. It's way bigger than a normal game, especially because I think it's on the way to state too. And I don't know, you kind of calm down after you get in the box and just do what you got to do there.
The Trojans went on to win the PK 4-1, then won a second shootout the following game before heading to state. And while the Trojans weren't complaining last year about deciding a game via shootout, they were 5-1. There's been a long-standing debate among soccer fanatics about whether or not penalty kicks are the best way to determine a winner.
It's a good question. I think they could probably think of a better way how to finish off games than a penalty shootout.
Shootouts is a 50-50, so anyone can win. It's like really, it's not that big of a skill. You gotta be really good at shooting, but I'd rather do it on the field, just get it done with.
Standing just 12 yards from the goal line with a 24-foot target, a skilled player should have no problem beating a keeper if he picks a corner and sticks with it, even according to some 90 to 100% of the time. Of course, that means scoring in a shootout isn't exactly a huge thrill unless your shot is the deciding factor. But otherwise, there's more disappointment for a miss than there is joy for a goal. And Asagera can tell you what it feels like to miss.
It was the worst feeling ever. Seriously, I thought I was about to quit soccer after that.
While the shooters are basically expected to score every time they step in front of that ball, the task is a little tougher for the man between the posts. Of course, with the greater challenge comes the bigger reward.
Really, I just kind of try to put everything out of my mind, just keep my eyes on his and see where he's thinking about going. Normally, a lot of it's a guessing game.
And with so much on the line, the one-on-one showdown creates a unique sensation.
Everything kind of goes slow motion. The crowd gets quiet. The shooter takes slow steps to the ball, and like everything, just time kind of slows down for you. It's just an intense feeling.
But when a keeper makes a big stop, the one to win the game and eliminate your rival, it's hard for a goalie to argue against a shootout, especially when he's given hero status.
Everyone chanting your name, everyone happy that you came up for them. The team just tackling you with joy.
That's a wrap for this week's episode of Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Emmy Award-winning high school sports show. Please be sure to join us again next Sunday at 11:05 p.m. right here on today's TMJ4 for more scores, highlights, and insights. Until then, I'm Gary Howard. Peace.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Receive a 20% off coupon for each gently used apparel item you donate now through September 22nd during Boston Store's Goodwill Sale. Buy, Pick, and Save, proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick, the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joys, Milwaukee's premier outdoor retailer with 3 locations, downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon. And by Realty Executives, where the experts are.